Hello and welcome back to part 3 of rebuilding every single Premier League club. We're going to Bournemouth next, which this might be a struggle, I'm going to be honest. They are not that good in FIFA, and with that budget, 37 million, I don't know how many signings we're going to be able to make, but we'll see. I feel like this is going to be a challenge. These are the rules, just one season, and you've seen this before if you watched the previous two parts of this series. Let's look at the squad. I mean, Solanke, he has just such a great season, but in FIFA is just still so underrated, and I can say that just about this whole squad. There's so much. I feel like it's so much better in real life than what FIFA makes them out to be. And on ratings wise, they are the fourth worst team in the league. I do want to make some signings. I don't have that much. Only I renewed a bunch of contracts, and we don't really have that much money left. The first signing was a. I wanted him to be a kind of a backup left back, but turns out it takes him way too long to be a left back. In the end, he's gonna be just a normal center back. I then signed a striker, a backup striker. Kiefer Moore just wasn't doing it for me. This guy has great potential, 74 rated. Potentially could take over Solanke's spots if he progresses fast enough. I feel like this guy could be pretty good. And after that, we're signing a lot of younger players, I'm going to be honest. And it's a bit of a risk. We're bringing in this Greek guy at Cam. I just don't think we have enough money to bring in anyone that's super, super good. So we're bringing in another kind of a younger player, Sildilia, from Freiburg. We don't really have that much money, and it was really the choice of, do I go for one or two good starting players who, I don't know, probably on the older side, or do I go for some players that can grow and more of a backup type of player, but still could progress and eventually become a starter in this one season? Then after that, I decided to sign a player I've signed before, coincidentally, in I'm pretty sure my Man United rebuild in season 3. But we're signing him here in season 1. He's not as high rated as he was back then. 74 rated, I'll take that. And that does complete a few of the objectives given to us. I think we just barely have enough money to make maybe one more signing. We will check it out. I want to sign one player that is actually gonna be a day one starter, and I think we have just enough money to bring in James Justin. This guy, I mean, we have some. I don't know. We have depth at left back. We have Kirkes. Kirkes. I think he's gonna be a backup left back, and James Justin gonna be our starter at that left back position. 7 million plus Fredericks. This is a big sign. Again, like I said, just don't really have that much money in FIFA with the prices on players. We could have bought like one 78 rated player, or we just didn't have that much money, which is a bit unfortunate. So the squad looks. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think the squad is gonna be doing quite well. It's just, yeah, like I said, very underrated. FIFA just sort out these ratings. In real life, Bournemouth is doing so great, but here we are, unfortunately, 19th place by January. We could be in trouble. I mean, yeah, it's not going well so far. We're just drawing really just way too many games. 9 draws already. Just cannot win. I don't know if that's maybe a Solanke just not scoring or something, but we have to figure out something to do. And that's going to be hard as we don't have that much money left. I also end up selling it because I want to get some extra money. That is my plan. I want to get some extra money and just generate as much of this budget as I can, and then bring in a few actual starters, which might be hard, but we'll see what happens. Sold Joe Rothwell. He was a bit angry with me that I wasn't playing him, and then yeah, just I want to bring in some players here, just selling a few players and then bringing in some younger, just against starters, actual stars. I think that's the thing we need to do. But with this budget, we just have to sell players first before we can do anything. And unfortunately, we're not gonna get to do that because we got sacked. I mean, in this 20 team challenge, it was gonna happen at some point, and I mean, it sucks being only 3 teams in. I don't know what I could have done. In hindsight, I probably should have spent more money on players that actually were gonna start, but we just didn't have the money. And in the end, they finished in 18th place. It does feel kind of good finishing ahead of them at Sheffield United. Man City win the league, yeah, just really a total failure of a rebuild. But that does happen in this. So that is a bit unfortunate. Just 16 draws. I mean, just how does that happen? I don't know. Lost in round 4 of the FA Cup to Liverpool, and Carabao Cup lost in round 4 also to Chelsea. So not bad in the Cubs, who actually did quite well. I feel like it's a bit harsh for. We should. I don't know. I feel like had I kept the job, I could have maybe steered them away from relegation. I had a few good plans about signing some players, but yeah, that is unfortunately our first fail of this 20 team rebuild challenge. Which yeah, that does suck. But top scorer was Salaki 13. Halfway through the season, he had 11 goals. He just for some reason second half of the season when I was gone, he just didn't score at all. Also top assisters, so he actually did quite well. We'll take one final look at the squad through the team sheets. But yeah, that I can't. There's nothing really I can say. Really disappointed in that one. Just couldn't do much. But that is gonna do for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.